So, the Sovereign, the Renis Alma, the fate of Lenegis 300 years ago? Yes. That is a lot to take in, isn't it? I never realized the weight of the burden you were carrying.
I could say the same.
The person you kept mistaking me for. It was Naori, wasn't it? So, what do you think? Could I be her descendant?
Whatever they like.
I am deeply ashamed to be one of their kind.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean you, Dohalim.
Do you think Volron could have been behind what just happened with Shion's thorns?
I'm not sure. If it was bait he needed, kidnapping her should have sufficed. Perhaps he had some other purpose in mind.
Her thorns aside, as a hostage, surely it would have made more sense to keep her close at hand. So why did he leave her unguarded?
If getting rid of Alphen was Volron's only priority, then he could have ambushed us directly. It's not as if he lacks the power. He chose not to, which means he's toying with us, prolonging Alphen's suffering as much as he can.
But why? What does Volron specifically have against Alphen? Is it because he's leading the Danan rebellion?
Possibly. But try to see it from Volron's perspective. He'd do anything to win the crown contest, correct? Knowing that the true sovereign already exists somewhere is bound to ruffle his feathers. Have your paths crossed before?
Isn't a mystery is how badly we're gonna beat this creep up once we find him.
What a simple and straightforward person you are, Law. Those things that came out of Shion are her thorns, right? She said they're made of dark astral energy.
Way to give us a heart attack. I wasn't sure how that was gonna pan out for a while there.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. Really glad.
What about you, Shion? How are you feeling? He didn't do anything to you, did he?
The last thing I remember is being back on the ship. Must be Volron's Imperial Guard.
They don't seem to be keeping lookout. More like they're waiting.
Oh well, the royal welcome was nice while it lasted.
Time to get our fists dirty, huh?
Open your eyes! This blind loyalty is just another form of slavery.
Glory be to Volron!
That's useless. They're brainwashed. Just like the Danon puppets we dealt with outside.
Lightning thrust!
Shining supernova! Photon!
The enemy will respond too.
We'll see about that!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Air
Being interrupted.
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
Take that! Now I'm in trouble! Another incantation ruined. I can do this all day!
Double demon blade!
Armor won't save me!
Take this! Enough done! Soaring light spear!
Big flash!
You're mine! Crush! Take this! Mirage! Blow them away! Swallow blade! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Rotating
You're
cloud!
mine! I'm not done! Swallow blade! Lightning thrust! With this! No!
one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Well, that didn't feel great. Those soldiers were just like the slaves, driven by a warped sense of loyalty.
Yeah, that was just about as hollow a victory as they come.
It's strange. I always thought loyalty was one of the greatest virtues out there. Now I'm not so sure. Is it simply a question of where your loyalties lie? Or is it fealty itself that's the problem?
Maybe it only becomes a problem the moment you stop thinking for yourself.
So if we defeat Volron, you think they might learn to think independently again? Actually, no. Never mind. This isn't the time. We can worry about that after we finish the task at hand and defeat Volron.
As expected, Volron's elite guards are quite formidable. Their equipment and training far exceed those of any foot soldier.
We need... Need to be careful not to let them exhaust us before we reach Volron.
A grandiose castle for a grandiose city. You really didn't cut any corners.
They're certainly akin to each other. And yet, I'd say the castle seems even more reflective of its owner's personality.
In what way?
It feels overbearing, tyrannical almost. But more than anything, merciless. As if any pretense to ease of living was sacrificed in favor of sending a message. One of domination, and a thirst for total power. In other words, the perfect domicile for our power-crazed foe.
That's why he let us in. It's precisely the message he wanted to convey. Almost like he's mocking us.
That bastard's in the mood to play? We'll see who's laughing once we've taken him down a peg or two. Is it just me? Or is the blazing sword burning even more brightly than before?
Yeah, as if the astral energy within it has become more powerful somehow.
It would appear Alphen has learned to harness his sovereign abilities to even greater effect.
Is that true, Alphen?
I'm not sure. I don't think I'm doing anything differently.
You're not. It's proof of your strengthened bond with Xion. No further explanations needed.
Oh man, for real? Nice!
Is that true?
How am I supposed to know?
Fat lot of good the two of you are.
I may have a theory or two I could offer.
Yeah, no. I think we're good.
Now that you mention it, though, I guess I have noticed a change. It's like there isn't as much resistance when energy's being siphoned from my master core.
Aha! So it is a bond thing! Aw, you guys!
Wait, what about your hand? That thing practically used to give you third-degree burns every time you wielded it, right?
Kisara's got a point. And if it's gotten even hotter since then...
I won't lie. The searing heat and pain are almost unbearable. Almost. When I'm fighting, I'm somehow able to endure it. It's like the sword becomes part of me or something. Like I can feel it pulsing through my chest. I can't describe it.
In other words, your heart burns with a flame more powerful than even that of the sword. Fascinating.
Yeah, take it from our resident poet laureate.
Rending you apart!
Glacial Spear!
Being interrupted! I owe you one!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Sword Lane Alpha!
Incantation ruin!
Get! Swallow Blade! You're mine! Get! Rondo! You're on! Sword Lane Alpha! Grind you into dust! I'm not done! Take this! I'm not done! Swallow Blade! Be still! Ruin Kick! Take this! Ruin Kick! Swallow Blade! Thanks! Here I come! It's over! Take this! Here's the deity! Double Demon! Escape! Double Demon! Here I come! Escape! Double Demon! Here I come!
Used too much. Can you take it?
Double Demon!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Swallow Blade!
I need to be stronger.
With such a huge